We down here, girl. Bad bitches to the left. Money bitches. What's up, y'all? We could be both. Meet in the middle, dance all night. Whoo! Or take it all off. Or just a little, if you like, it's pure. What? It should cost $1 billion to look this. But she make it look easy because she got it. Yes. Come on, bitch. 4, 3, 2, right and left cheek. Come on, bitch. What's going on, y'all? We down here, girl. We down here to, I don't know what we got on the agenda today because we don't have nothing to talk about. I think I made it here with the beast. We in the beast. We made it together. Girl, they better not try to park in my parking space. They better not try to park in my parking space. I know that. I know that. I know that. They've been traveling to this park. Why they got their front lights on? Maybe their front lights just come on. You see, that's the beast. That's the beast, mom and daddy. They sit in the front seat. The dog girl is sitting in the front seat and the man is in the back, girl. Bitch, when I tell you that tickles me every single fucking time. That tickles me every time. She get out the car and he get out the back seat and the dogs is in one of the dogs is in the front seat. Girl, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, let the diva know you stopped by, girl. I was about to try this. There he goes. Good morning. Now he's getting the other one. Oh, you didn't see him. He's getting the other one out the front seat. That is the cutest thing ever in the world. Come on, beast. Yeah, he has alopecia too. The hair around his butt is gone. He's so cute. They're both little boy dogs too. One literally looks like a burrito, like a Chihuahua burrito. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. It looks like a burrito. Where's my phone? Girl, I left out the house without my phone this morning. I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing something. We really wouldn't have nothing to talk about, girl. We would just have to talk about the great cosmic mother. Get it now while supplies last, girl. I think it's a great tool for the journey. So let's go to the blogs, girl.
I sponsor the blog. Let me tell you something.
What was upside down? I don't know. Who is this white dude? This white dude on the internet saying he was married to this black woman, and he is saying, I think he's a narcissist, low key, just by watching him. But apparently she whooped his ass or something like that, and they got a divorce, and he's now talking about why he left her. He accuses her of a lot of things. So we'll see. Let me turn my car off. Let me see what I saved. Who are we going to go to first? The girls. Jasmine Brand. Let's go to the Jasmine Brand first. I have been watching Salt Lake City. Somebody asked me yesterday where were my Salt Lake City where were my Salt Lake City reviews, and I was saying that I wasn't reviewing it. I didn't review it last season either. That was Jen's last season. And it seems a little better. It seems like, it's a little better. The girl Monica and her mother, somebody asked me to talk about her and her mother's dynamics. And how she heard her mother over the phone call her a bitch or a piece of shit. My mother's called me a bitch plenty of times. As a teenager, as an adult woman, she's called me a bitch several times. And that's why I always thought it was funny when one of my cousins one time was like, I have never heard anyone, you just don't have to disrespect your mother like that. I'm like, girl, you don't know the half, girl. You don't know the shit she be saying to me, girl. But the relationship between Monica and her mother is very strained. I felt like in the last episode, the way she went off on her mom, I think because she was triggered that first of all, the way she went off on Monica, Angie Angie's the one with the hairdresser husband, the one that they've been saying he's gay for years. He's a male hairdresser in Utah. They're gonna think you gay, child. But whatever. So Angie and confronts Monica about spreading a rumor, and she says she had a point. She said when Meredith said there was a rumor, she never said what it was. That's the one thing that Meredith didn't do. That's why Meredith is kind of confused. Like, girl, I know the rumors about your husband. You want me to say them on camera? I mean, everybody knows them. Utah, Salt Lake City ain't that big. It's really not. And everybody's related in some kind of way. So, it's no tea. I remember one time I went camping with my aunt and uncle, and we stopped in Utah. I don't know who. We were visiting somebody, but this was when I was little. I think still in elementary school. I had to be. But anyways, we were going to go camping, and we went to Utah, and we stayed in Utah. And I remember that the television, like the television stations went off at a certain time. And I was like, what the hell? But it was like super early. Like I could see a television station. I remember television stations used to go off. I could hear them in my grandparents' room, right? And the TV would be Ray Charles singing God Bless America, I think. That was, baby, when I was little. Channels used to go off. Like, okay, we're done here. And then they would have a flag waving in the background. America the Beautiful. I think Ray Charles was singing America the Beautiful when the channels went out. Or they just went to that like rainbow colored, like signal. But when we went to Utah, it was like 8:00. I remember it being early. I remember being like, what? This is so weird. Like, where am I? Yeah, Utah is, it was from my, recollection of as a child, that was the one thing that stuck out to me is like, why is the TV going off so early, right? 8:00. So I don't know if that was them saying that the TV went off and just lying to the kids, or did the TV really go off? Like, there's no television after 8:00. This was in the 80s. Yeah, this had to be in the 80s. Yeah, because I don't even think I was in elementary school. I had to be in elementary school. I wasn't in junior high school because I was I started to become aware of things, even though I was still rebellious in elementary school. Girl, the teacher was like, she's a leader, but we just need her to lead the kids in the right direction. We're rebelling against the system since the 70s, since the 80s, girl. I remember making this shirt. I was thinking this morning, I've always wanted like a little t-shirt line. And I'm like so thankful that like, things have changed to where we could make our own t-shirts, put what the hell we want on our t-shirts. This one says rebel or rebel. But this shirt, when I tell you this shirt is older than my children, and look at how it's I mean, it's faded. The black is a little faded, but the letters and how it's gotten a little like distressed is kind of cute, right? I love it. And it's been through wash after wash after wash after wash. I have another one that says MFL, hashtag MFL, motherfucking lady. That's what me and Diva call each other, motherfucking ladies, okay? And so I've always been like rebellious or whatever, but I've always been like aware, like asking questions like, why the TV got to go off at 8:00? You're not going to be able to just do anything and say anything to me without me asking like why. And that's so funny as I'm raising these children, right? I have to remember what it was like for adults to be so authoritative and act like you couldn't ask them questions and stuff. And so I have to remember to not do that to my children, right? I've always given them like choices since they were little. Like we would go shopping for clothes and I would hold two things up and then let them choose like whatever one they grab. I'd be like, okay, that's the one you want. So that's how I would buy their clothes for them. I've always let them make their own choices. So as they grow up and start questioning me, now I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, stop questioning me. But then I have to remember you want them to question, like, why are we doing this? Why is this happening? I have to tell them because they're so used to negotiating and, asking why. I have to tell them, like, you need to listen to the sound of my voice to make sure it's an emergency, because in an emergency, I don't need nobody asking me any questions. Why we got to do this? Why we got to do this? Because I will leave your ass. Okay. So when you hear the urgency in my voice, then that's not a time for negotiation, right? I have to remind them of that. But anyways, I said all that to say that I went all the way on that tangent talking about Utah and the TV going off at 8 o'clock. Because I was like, that don't even make sense. But I had to be in elementary school. But I've been like that since little. Like, what? That don't even make what? What? Okay. That don't make sense. None of it made sense. But anyways, so the relationship between Monica and her mother. Her mother is a little triggering, I have to admit. Smiling in the middle of conflict, we have to understand that some people, that's a response. It's not necessarily them smiling. But based on her mother's behavior, she, she just strikes me as a person that, those older parents that are like, you just do what I say. I'm always going to look at you as a child. I'm never going to look at you as an adult. And so I'm going to talk to you in that way, and I'm going to treat you that way. The way that she walked up to her and was like, you're in somebody's house, she should have just been like, come with me to the bathroom. Can you come with me to the bathroom? Come with me to the bathroom real quick. To kind of break it up. She should not have gone over there and been against her, right? She tried to go over there and try to, because Monica was getting loud with Angie, and if I was Angie, I would have clenched my teeth and told her, bitch, don't play with me in my fucking house. Okay? We don't do all that hollering and screaming. You might do that in your house. That might be how you were raised and where you came from and how you have adapted to resolve conflict, but we don't holler and scream in our house. You even see the husband was like, we don't, the husband was like, no screaming. And it was on Easter, girl. I was like, Monica's doing the most. Like, I felt like she was doing the most with Angie. But then when the mother came over there, it just put a layer on top of it. And then on top of that, the mother wasn't like on her side. So it was like, she probably was triggered and reminded, like, you're never fucking on my side. So now I'm going to say something. I don't give a damn if it's Easter's bunny hopping, eggs dropping. I don't give a damn. I'm going to say something and I'm going to get loud. She says, because I'm about to go off. I think that's what she said. I'm about to pop off. She said something like that. She did. And the mother was like, you need to stop. You're in somebody's house. Don't come over here. See, it had it been me, because I was thinking, like, had that been me, I would have told my mom, please go away. This does not concern you. That's it. Go away. It doesn't concern you. Don't come over here, especially coming over here trying to check me. No. Now, you think you could check me because in your eyes, I'm your child. But I'm a grown-ass woman having a conversation with another grown-ass woman, and you're a grown-ass woman coming over here trying to check me like a child. So I'm going to check you like a grown-ass woman to grown-ass woman. See, I think that's a problem that people have. A lot of these parents parented from a hierarchical template. They use that template and they practice it and exercise it in public. And it's embarrassing for your mother to come over there and not only try to reprimand you, but then also talk to you like a child. Right? Not like a girl, like two adult women, like, girl, come on, grab her and girl, come with me to the bathroom real quick, because I need your help with something. If you wanted to do it like that. And then get in the bathroom and be like, girl, you at somebody's house. Relax. Don't try to check me in front of people. I'm already on defense. I already have my swords out, right? And now you coming over here messing with me, don't get cut. And I still see people. I don't know if it's like, if y'all be for real, like, are you really like a grown adult with children and shit and life experience and degrees and certifications and homes and cars and dogs and bills and taxes, and you still talking about, if I would have did that to my mom, she would have slapped me. I would have left with a handprint across my face, girl, and she would have left with an assault charge. Exactly. Because ironically, unless it's excessive, people don't go to jail for disciplining their children, but they'll go to jail for quote unquote disciplining another adult, ironically. So you an adult and you hit me just in the name of you being my mother? Oh, you going to jail. You going to jail. We calling the cops. You assaulted me. I don't give a damn. Can't do that. Her mother smiling, that's what it was really like, ugh. What the fuck are you laughing at? That's what sets people off. But we have to remember that people smiling in confrontation, either they crazy, because sometimes I get to smiling too. Especially when I'm cussing your ass out and I know I'm getting your ass together. I start smiling because I know I'm getting your ass together. Sometimes you even start laughing, girl, because I know I'm wearing your ass out. I'm wearing you low to the floor. I'm going to have you sitting in the corner, rocking back and forth, drooling. Keep fucking around. That's the tea, honey. Let me drink some coffee. I have a video on toxic parents and how to deal with them. It's unfair, and it's a mind fuck for you to grow up, and I've said it 1,000 times if you've been on this channel, for you to grow up with a person telling you, don't take disrespect from anybody but me. I can disrespect you and you can't do nothing back to me. As an adult, honey. As a kid, you don't really have a choice but to just accept the abuse and the assaults, right? When you call yourself whooping your child and stuff like that. That's assault. Abuse. It's abuse. The way I used to get whooped, child, I wouldn't, and it's not anything to really make jokes about. That shit is traumatizing as hell. Can you imagine? It's literally like a slave and a slave owner. It's like you depend on this person for your survival. They're beating you, hitting you with things, random objects, throwing shit at you, and you're like, girl, what the hell? I'm supposed to depend on you for my survival, and I gotta fight you at the same time? But I can't fight you because I'm a kid and I need a place to stay. So what do? You can't do nothing. But when I become an adult, you ain't gonna check me like that no more. Them days is dead and gone. You're not gonna talk to me crazy, because I'm gonna talk to you crazy right the fuck back. We two grown women. You're my child. No, I'm not. I'm an adult woman, and that's how you're gonna talk to me and treat me. Period. And if you don't, then we can't be cool. That's it. Just like with everybody else. I have to get an extender for this visor because the sun, well, I'm going to be going in the house pretty soon because it's going to start getting cold and the time is going to change. Time is going to change in November. I think in November. Yeah, you don't let nobody disrespect you. It's a mind fuck to be a child and be like, this is the person I depend on for my survival and they're beating me. Girl. That's crazy. And then you wonder why these women and men grow up and accept abuse from people, because they're caregiver, the person that was supposed to provide them guidance and love and support and encouragement. Yeah, structure, but that corporal punishment bullshit, that's out them days is gone. If you are a grown person with some children and you still laying hands on your children, please stop. You're doing a disservice and you're creating an imprint that will take forever to be healed. If they don't go to therapy, all they're going to do is imprint somebody else with that same violence. Don't do that to your children. Do not beat your children. Do not, I mean, the little kids, when they grabbing things and you little smack on the hand, that is okay. But them whoopings, y'all be taking out belts and telling people to go get switches. Go get the tool that I'm going to use on you. Can you think about the mind fuck that is? Go outside, go get a switch. Some people said their parents used to take two switches and three switches and braid them together and hit them with it. Yeah, that's not funny. That's not a joke. And that's why I be wondering, like, when y'all adults on the internet talking about, ooh, I couldn't say that to my mom. She'd slap me. Would she? And you would let her? Girl, what the fuck kind of shit is that? You would let your mom hit you? Girl. The fact that she thinks she could hit you as an adult is wild as hell in itself. The fact that you think you could hit another adult and not face a consequence, I don't give a damn who it is. Girl, I'm the wrong one to talk to about respecting adults and respecting parents and respecting elders. If you talk crazy out your mouth towards me, I'm going to talk crazy out my mouth towards you. Man, I was talking so crazy to my brother. They were like, Erica, let me tell you who I learned how to cuss from. The woman you trying to tell me not to cuss in front of. That's how I learned how to cuss. Girl. So when I'm cussing a nigga out for assaulting me, because I can't get close to him and hit him in the fucking head with a pan. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut him. I'm all the swords are coming out. Razor blades is coming out. You talking about a dragon? Girl. I'm gonna wear you out. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't. Say something slick to me, I'm gonna say something slick just right back. I don't have to cuss you out. I don't have to use cuss words to get your ass together. And that's the real. I could say a whole bunch of other shit. Now, I'm not bragging or anything, but I'm just letting you know. Girl, talking about an arsenal. There go the beef. No, but I'm serious. I'm serious about that. I don't play that parent, that abusive parent, the parent who still manages their relationship with their children from a hierarchical standpoint. We're equals. We're equals now. You're not going to be able to do that. I don't give a damn. And y'all be like in your 30s and 40s talking about, my mama would have hit me if I would have said that. Girl, what? Somebody on Twitter said that. I said, your mom still assaults you? Assault. It's assault. There's ways that you can discipline without putting your hands on people. Remember how Lauryn Hill's daughter was down to the internet talking about how her mother would discipline her out of anger? That's the worst. That's the worst. When they mad. I used to say all kinds. I remember when I used to be yelling, hollering, and screaming. My grandfather would have to tell my mom, you need to stop that. You're leaving marks on her. Because my skin was light, and so I would get whelps, and they would be red. Yeah. I'm sorry, trigger warning. Child abuse. And y'all call it discipline. That's not discipline, it's abuse. Keep your hands, especially, think about the mind fuck it is for your child to look at you and like, okay, I depend on this person for my survival. I cannot survive without them. But they also are like totally violent towards me. That makes me sad for children. It does. Let me change the subject because I'm starting to get emotional about the kids. Because keep your hands off your children. Because you don't want to leave that imprint. Leave the imprint that you want to leave on your child is that my parents supported me, encouraged me, provided structure, lifted me up, held me accountable, made me responsible. That's the kind of parent, right? My parent was, you want to be attuned, right? You don't want to be in consistent disharmony with your child, with a person that you're raising and guiding to then deal with other people in the world. You know what a disservice you do to a child that has to grow up, that was harmed? You know what you do to them as adults? They get into relationships with other people, and they either become the abused or the abuser. Or just not even abused, just a completely disconnected person, trying to be in relationships with people and they're completely disconnected. Unemotional. Doesn't know how to handle conflict. will run out and leave when conflict comes because they're scared they might get hit. They're scared they might get hit, so they leave. You don't know, especially when you start trying to be in relationships with people, the things that come up from your childhood. You would be surprised and how you relate to that other person. Don't do that. A lot of women accept abuse that were disciplined, physically disciplined as children. They'll accept abuse more than likely. Some will be like, oh no, hell no, this is what my mom or my dad used to do to me. So my aunt used to do this, my uncle used to do that. No, you don't want to leave those kind of imprints on children, because they grow into adults and they still have those imprints on them, and all they're going to do is imprint somebody else with that bullshit. Don't do that. If you try to stop, try some other ways to be angry at your child and wait and just go somewhere else. Do not discipline your child in anger. Don't do that. Don't. Let's start with the Jasmine brand. I think that's enough for this video. That's a nice truck. Did y'all see that Ranger? The Jasmine brand. Let's hear it. All right, let's see. Listen to this nigga. Girl, Waka Flocka reveals how Donald Trump taught him how to avoid taxes. Girl, let's talk about something else, okay? Let's make another video. This is already 29 minutes. Let's make another video. I'm going to make another video. Take care of each other. We're going to talk about Waka Flocka. Take care of each other. Protect your energy and center yourself. Peace.